hickory-dickory-dock. Time to beat the clock. Time for fun is now begun. Let's all play beat the clock.
Beat the Clock is brought to you by Sylvania. For half a century, a quality name in incandescent bulbs, fluorescent tubes and fixtures, photo lamps, radio and television sets, radio and television tubes, and electronic devices. Yes, for homes, offices, schools, and factories, Sylvania.
Let's all play beat the clock.
Now here is America's #1 clock watcher, Bud Collyer.
Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to Beat the Clock, the show where you have the time of your life playing against time for big-time prizes. Hope you all had a mighty nice holiday, and let's get over here and meet this first family we have here. May I have your card? Mr. and Mrs. Joseph V. Bellini, is that right?
Okay.
Of, what is it?
Kearney.
Kearney, New Jersey. You are a lieutenant in the police department?
That's right.
Well, a very warm welcome to you, and let's have a welcome from our studio audience. Come on here, kids. Let's talk to you. My goodness, you got quite a couple of little poodles on you there, haven't you, huh? And what is this little thing in the middle? Looks... Well, isn't that pretty now? You've been wearing that a long time, haven't you?
Yes.
Huh? How old are you, dear?
7.
You're 7 years old. What would you like to be when you grow up?
School teacher.
You would? I got news for you. It doesn't pay very well. You don't care, though, huh? You don't care. Well, God bless you. Introduce me to your brother. He's the fellow that's got that snappy jacket I saw before. Hi, fella. How are you? What's your name?
Philip Bellini.
Philip, how old are you, son?
10.
What would you like to be when you grow up?
I'd like to be a West Point. I'd like to go to West Point.
You would? Well, good boy. That takes some string pulling, but, Pop, you start pulling those strings. It's a wonderful education. They turn out some fine men up there. We've had them on our show sometimes. I'll tell you what. Tonight we have for you, because of this Christmas season, we have a camera for each of you. A real, honest-to-goodness Argus 75 camera. It's like one of these. We'll send a brand new one right to you. So how do you like that? And in those, you can use one of these. You get these packets of Sylvania flash bulbs with a blue dot for sure shot, the little Bantam 8s, you see? So you get those. How's that? All right for you?
Yes,
okay,
you.
they'll be sent right to you. So you step back there with Mom and Dad now, and let's see what we have. You're welcome, son. And you get one, too, you know, honey. Don't worry about that. And on the $100 clock, we have a little problem for you. But first, I want to remind you that the bonus comes along anytime during the show when the bell rings. That is the time the person who's up at that time gets to try our bonus, which tonight is worth $200. Oh, and by the way, tonight, as you may know, I announced it rather briefly last week, is what we call our best stunts of 53. Now, we don't say necessarily you may agree with us, but we try to select the stunts that we have done during this past year that seem to give the contestants the most fun and the audience watching the most fun. Hope our judgment's been right, but that's the only time we ever repeat stunts on this show is once a year when we do the best stunts of the year. So you're in on that. These stunts have all been done before and all been accomplished before, so you should be no exception. Now, if you two will come over here with me on the $100 clock, show you what we have for you. Now, here is a large cage, you see. Going to put you both in that cage. The girls are going to tip it back, and I'm going to ask you to climb under it, if you will, please, and sit facing the audience and sit side by each. Would you do that, please? Just crawl right under the cage. That's the idea. Turn around and sit alongside each other. That's it, Mom. There, now we lower the... Pull your feet in. Here comes the cage down. There we are. Now you'll never guess what's going to happen to you. We're going to load you with balloons, and here they come, right in the cage with you, and away you go. That does it. Bye. Nice having you here. There we are. There's only one that got away. There it is, right there. Okay, now, can you hear me in there?
Yes, sir.
You can. All right, now here's what you have to do. When I say go, you must remain seated in that cage, and between you, you must break every one of those balloons. Okay, now let's take a look at the clock, see how many seconds you have. 45 seconds to break them all. Use any means you want to except getting up. Are you ready? Go. That's a work object you never had on the police force, I'll bet. Oh, dear. I tell you, it would have done you hard good if you could have seen these two kids. They were squealing and jumping around. That was kind of fun, wasn't it, huh? Boy, oh, boy. How do you feel now, sir? All right? Everything under control, Joe? Huh?
Hope so.
You got through the $100 clock. All right, now let's see. Mr. and Mrs. Bellini, is Joe? Yeah, Joe's all ready. Hey, yes, sir. Come here a minute. Come here, you two. Come out here. What are you laughing at?
Laughing at my father.
Why? Why are you laughing at him?
Because he looks funny in that suit.
He does? Well, what do you think's going to happen to him?
Squirt with the whipped
Oh,
cream.
you think so, do you? Well, come on over here, the two of you, and I'll show you what your problem is on the $200 clock. All right, let's bring out the $200 problem, shall we? There we are. Now, this is a special problem, requires a special technique. That's why you were selected just for it. If you step up here with me, Joe, right over here, I'm going to ask you to put this shower cap on, if you will. Put this right on. What's the matter, Joe, huh? What's trouble? Huh? You suspect something? Huh? It's all right, all right. Okay, if any of your fellow police officers are watching, this is our own type of third degree. All right. Now, here is a little kind of a thing that we've taped up here at the end. I want you to hold that in your teeth. That's the idea. Now, I'll explain to you that here is a little quoit, sort of a thing that we've made, you see? Now, there's one of these in each one of these pies that you see over your head. Now, what has to happen is this. You have to make a ringer with a quoit. Just get one on that little thing you have in your mouth, that little stick, and we'll stop the clock and you'll beat the clock. But they're all in those pies. Now, how to get them down here? Well, I'll show you. Your wife's going to help us. She'll step up here, stand right behind this little thing here, and we're going to give you a pool cue. And all you have to do is when your husband grunts or says that he is in position under one of these, gently push it off. Now, don't shove it off. You do, it won't come anywhere near him. And as soon as he catches just one quoit on the end of that stick, we'll stop the clock and you'll beat the clock. Now, if by chance it should miss, and you should get something in your eyes you can't see, here's a towel for you to wipe your eyes clear so you can see where you're going the next time. Meantime, I'll take a look at the clock, see how many seconds you have. You have 40 seconds from the time I say go. Are you ready? Go. Don't slip on that stuff. Gets kind of slippery up there, so be careful. Get your head back a little more. One more to go. Come on. You still got 15 seconds.
Gee, that's rough.
There you are! Take a picture of one of our Sylvania flash bulbs with a blue dot for sure shot. This was not part of the stunt, but it at least gives it a smashing climax. Now, if you'll come over here with me, we'll clean him all up. You won't have to worry about him one single bit. How'd you like that, kids? Boy, that was all right. Took down to the last pie before he caught it, too, didn't he, huh? All right. Now, let's see. Mom's going to carry on now for the jackpot, so if you'll step right up here with me, step on that little platform down at the far end, turn around and face the audience, and don't turn around again now till I tell you to. In back of you is our jackpot board with all the words of a famous saying or quotation, and they're all mixed up and out of order. You got to get them back in order in 20 seconds from the time I say go. You ready? Don't turn around till I tell you to. Open the curtain. Turn around, take a look. Now, kids, quiet. Quiet, kids. Go. No, look at it. Read it. Read it. All right, stop the clock. You did it. Good for you. Congratulations. Oh, boy. All right, you've beaten our jackpot clock to the tune of hysteria from the children. Let's see what you've won. Just take a look over here.
Sylvania presents The Brookfield, one of its great new television sets for 1954, with such exclusive features as the Photo Power chassis for photographically clear pictures in all areas, and Halo Light, which surrounds this 21-inch screen for the most comfortable viewing you've ever experienced. Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Bellini. You have just won Sylvania's jackpot prize.
Congratulations to you, too, kids. Happy New Year. It was awesome nice having you with us tonight. You'll find your husband safe and sound backstage. Bye. Roxanne, who are our next contestants tonight?
Bud, I'd like you to meet now Mr. and Mrs. John Boyko from Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Well, thank you very much. How do you do, Mr. Boyko? Mrs. Boyko, welcome to our show. It's nice to have you here with us tonight. Colorado Springs, what do you do down there, John?
I'm in the building maintenance business.
Building maintenance, I see. You're married 12 years. You have 2 children, do you?
That's right.
Where are they tonight?
They're home with Grandma.
Where, back in Colorado Springs, you mean?
We came out east.
To have the Christmas holidays with my
I
folks.
see. And how old are the children?
10 and 7.
10 and 7. Well, I suspect that we ought to wave to them if you want to, right in there, and tell them that we're going to send them. We're going to send them a camera each. They're each going to get a camera and a sleeve of these wonderful Sylvania photo flash bulbs, the blue dot for sure shot. So they have a lot of fun with those. All right, let's see what your problem is now on the $100 clock, if you don't mind. And it involves a steady hand on the part of Mrs. Boyko. So if you come over here with me, let's see what your problem is. Thank you very much, Barbara. Here is a volleyball, see? Very ordinary garden variety volleyball. And here is a bamboo pole that we have strung up by 2 strings. Now, as you know, we're repeating stunts tonight that were done on our show during the year, one time or another, and the ones that we thought the folks had the most fun with. Now, this one is done in this way. You place the ball on the pole, and then by very carefully moving your fingers and your hand very slowly and taking your time with the whole thing, you progress across the pole with the ball until you have taken it all the way across to the other side and it touches that other string. In one hand only, you may not let it touch your body or anything like that. If you do, and you can't use the other hand, of course, unless you're left-handed, are you?
No.
You're right-handed, okay. Take it and place it on there. I'll look over your shoulder for you and tell you how many seconds you have. You have 55 seconds. Got the ball? Get it set there. I'll hold it steady until you're ready. Are you ready? Go. Oh, we got another one here. Here comes another one. Now, let me warn you. Just take your time. You've got time to do it. If you just take it easy. Are you ready? Say when. Go. Take it easy. Slow. Don't try to rush it. Starts to swing, kind of stop him, and then just hold it on. Gently. Easy does it. Easy does it. Oh, stop the clock. Here we go. Start again with another one. Are you ready? No, no trick. Just what I showed you to do. Go. Just a matter of taking your time. Very slow. Just use your fingers. That's the idea. If it starts to swing, just kind of stop a minute and hold everything. That's it. Oh, golly, I'm sorry you didn't beat the clock. The clock beat you, but a good try. We do have something for you. We have this lovely Sylvania portable radio. Take along with you with our best wishes, and thank you so much for being with us tonight. Good night, Mr. Boyko. Nice to have had you here with us. I'm sorry we didn't get you off the ground with us. Roxanne, who do we have now as our next contestants?
Now, Bud, we have Lieutenant and Mrs. Eugene Hansen from East Garland, Utah.
Thank you very much. Hello, Miss Hanson. Welcome to our show. Lieutenant, nice to have you here. And a welcome from our audience, too, I think is in keeping. How long have you been in the Army, Lieutenant?
About 6 months now.
What did you do? Did you go into it from the ranks, or did you go through West Point? Or?
No, I'm an ROTC man. Went to college, got a commission through ROTC.
Where was that, sir?
Out of Utah State, Logan, Utah.
Are you going to make a career in the Army now?
No, I don't think so. About 2 years, I guess, will finish me off
And then
here.
what would you like to do?
Well, I may go back into radio work. I was with KSL out of Salt Lake City before coming in.
Well, good luck to you, whatever you do. You've been married how long now? 3.5 years, I see. You have a little boy, 6 months old?
Yes,
What's
sir.
his name?
Chris Eugene.
Boy, I'll bet he's cute. Well, I'll tell you, now we've gotten a little bit acquainted with you. All right, now, Lieutenant and Mrs. Hanson, Gene's your first try on the $100 clock, so if you'll come on over here with me, we'll leave your pretty wife there for just a few minutes. Now, I want to show you a little device we've rigged up here, and as I say, this, again, is one that we've done before on the show, because this is the best stunts of 1953, we think. Here is a large pole with a shelf up here, you see? Now, I'm going to ask you, if you will, please, to have a seat right on this little part of the sort of a bench here. That's it. And then we're going to give you a football helmet to put on. Take it from Lynn, if you will, please. Now, if you look down alongside, you see a supply of cups and saucers. You see them, Lieutenant? Now, what you have to do is to stand up, pick up a saucer, put it on the shelf, sit down, pick up a cup, put it on the saucer, sit down, pick up a saucer, put it on the cup, and then a cup on the saucer. When you have two cups and saucers stacked up one on top of the other, we'll stop the clock, and you'll beat the clock. Now, what's particularly hard about that? Well, I'll tell you. That's it, right over your head. This is fastened to a record-playing turntable, and it's going to be spinning around all the time. So you've got to come up and down in between the ends of this arm, you see, because if it hits you, whether you knock it off or not, if it hits you or touches you in any way, we have to stop, put everything back down on the ground, and start all over again. So you must do it in between spins. You understand the problem? I'll take a look at the clock, see how many seconds you have. 55 seconds to get 2 cups and saucers. I will turn it on, and away we'll go. Give it a little spin here. We'll get it started here. At least I hope we will. There we go. Whoop. Okay. There we go. Wait a minute. Go. All right. Hit it for the first time around. All right. We get started again. Put the saucer back down again. Here we go now. You ready? Now, I'll say go. Go. Whoop. Oh, no. Hit it again. All right. We'll try again here. Are you ready? Now, wait till I say go. Go. I'm going to have to advise you to watch each time, and the minute this one passes over, you get up and down in between. Each time, you better take a look, all right? Now, here we go again. Are you ready? Go! Hit him again. All right, you still have 45 seconds to go, so you have lots of time. Are you ready? Go! Get down. Up. Up. Get out! Not a saucer you need, a saucer. Oh, God! Well, we'll keep trying, boy. We still have 30 seconds. You have plenty of time to do it. All right? Are you ready? Go! Up! There's the clock. Up! There's the clock. Up! Another saucer. Up! Hold it. Hold everything. Hold it. Whoop. Here we go.
Kind of expensive on dishes.
Yeah. Say what now? Are you ready?
What have I got up there?
Go. Nothing. Go. 1. The cup. 2. Come on, boy. Port speeds up. That's the idea. Port speeds up. Get up there. Hey! Stop the clock. Man, that's a real workout.
I do it the hard way.
Well, you got the idea at the end there. You get going before it begins to catch up speed. The bonus. You get $200. All right, come on over here with me, sir. Okay. Thank you very much, then. Now, here we have a top silk hat, see? And the crown is out of it. See? Now, it's just your husband does this. You stand by with me. Stand by and watch him. It's fine. Now, we're going to put this top hat on your husband. See how he looks with it in uniform. Just fine. Goes fine with it. Now, here we have a little toupee, you see? And here is another little toupee. Now, you must get both toupees inside that hat, through the top of the hat, without touching it with your hands at any time. Right. And you may not hit them so they spin together and put them both in like that. They must be put in separately so that you have one caught in there like that and the other one caught in here like this, and the hat's still on your head.
I can't use my hands.
Can't use your hands, and you can't spin them together. Got the idea? Okay. All right, take a look at the clock. See how many seconds you have. 55 seconds. Are you ready? Go. Good. You got one. Oh, boy. Well, okay, it's a good try. We had another $100 to it each week, of course, until it's knocked off. The highest one we ever had ran to $1,500, the one couple just before this one. All right, that brings us up now to the next time, and you're both involved in this. On the $200 clock, will you both come over here with me, please? Right. Now, you, sir, Lieutenant, if you stand right up against that table, and you stand right behind your husband, put your arms around him and your hands through here. That's the idea. You're going to act like his hands, the old trick, you know? Now, in front of him, there are a lot of objects underneath this cloth, you see? And they're all objects that a man might use or wear or have on his person somewhere, logically. What you have to do is identify, simply by your sense of feel, what these objects are and put them where they might normally go on the average male individual. Got the idea? And you can't help in any way, nor can you communicate with your wife in any way. Now, just to make it real fun, we're going to blindfold your wife, okay? Put a blindfold on her. That's the idea. I got this side. Now, is that down so you can't see anything at all? Okay. Now, we'll take a look at the clock and see how many seconds you have. 50 seconds. Now, I'm going to uncover the objects and show them to our audience. We have this as one object. We have these as another object. We have this, which I'm sure everyone knows what it is. And we have these. We have this. And we have this. All right? Are you ready? Go. Because you've still done mighty well. God, we got you all tangled up there, haven't we? All right, just one more item to go, and you'd have beaten it, but you've beaten the $100 clock, so let's see what you've won.
4 wonderful Knapp Monarch electric appliances for your home, including a multi-speed liquidizer and an automatic deep fryer, a combination waffle iron sandwich toaster, and an automatic coffee maker. Congratulations, Lieutenant and Mrs. Hanson. You have just won Beat the Clock prizes worth more than $100.
Thank you for being with us tonight, and a happy New Year to you. Good night. All right, Roxanne, whom do we have now?
We have now Karen and Mr. and Mrs. William Pope from Lodi, New Jersey.
Well, nice to have you all here, folks. How are you, Karen? How are you, honey? Well, did you have a happy holiday?
Yeah.
Good. How old are you?
8.
Well, would you like one of our nice Argus cameras? You're going to get one, too, as well as a whole packet of Sylvania flash bulbs with a blue dot for sure shot. You have any other children, Mr. and Miss Polk?
No.
What do you do, Bill?
I'm with the Bureau of Internal Revenue.
Bureau of Internal Revenue. Your busy season is coming up very shortly now.
Precisely.
I should say it is. Well, let's see now. We have, of course, stunts for you on the $100 clock and the $200 clock. In fact, we have a whole lot of stunts coming up, and I hope we have time to do more than one of them. Time is getting kind of close. All right, will you come over here with me quickly, Mr. Polk? We haven't got an awful lot of time. We really got jammed up here a little tight at the end of the show. I want to show you. Would you put this stocking cap on here? This stocking cap is fastened by elastic up here on this pole. Turn around this way now, if you will, and face the other way. I have 3 paper cups here. Going to put them out here. Here's 1 paper cup. Here's 2 paper cups. Here's a 3rd paper cup. What you have to do is, without touching that stocking cap, without losing it from your head, go out and pick up those paper cups. This one first, put it on the table, then the next, and then the next, one at a time. Take a look at the clock, see how many seconds you have. 55. Are you ready? Go. Touch the cap. Turn it on again quickly. Hurry up. Let me give you a little tip. Lean forward. No, you can't double it up. Can't double it up. Got to pull it right down. Pull it down as low as you want it, but you can't double it up. That's the idea. Now lean forward. Don't double it up. You're doubling it up again. All right, ready? Go. Lean forward. That's the idea. That's it. Look. Keep your head forward. Back up. Don't turn around. Come on, boy. Come on. Now back up. That's it. Back up. This is a tough one, so keep that head down. Come on. Come on. No, you can't. Come on. Keep it down. Keep your head down. Oh, no! Back again. Come on. Put it on your head again, quick like a bunny. That's the idea. Ready? Pull it down as low as you want to.
Way down.
All right, go. Tip your head forward. Keep your head tipped. Don't turn your head. Keep forward all the time. Oh, golly, I'm sorry. We've run out of time, and I'm awful sorry. I don't really quite know what we're going to do because this was the best stunts of the year show. I think probably what we'll have to do is have you back as a whole of a contestant, finish this stunt next week, go on with a whole new show. Can you come back next week?
Yes, sir.
Oh.